with Izak at this point.
Yeah, no, because he seems to have the team that has a bit more of an edge. It seems like they actually boot camped. We saw them preparing strats in the videos. I'm just going off the information that we have, Anders. What we've seen so far is that it's looked like more of a reality TV sort of experience over here for Zonixx, where he had to waste time basically figuring out who was going to be on his team before he could even start working out the tactics, whereas
they were out
Izak,
in the wilderness.
he hit the ground running. Although, yeah, you're right. They were in Barcelona. Pretty sick beach at Barcelona.
Yeah, but look, how are you gonna come and play hardcore Counter-Strike and you've been chilling on a beach like that? You know, the other guys were, as Paolo was saying, they were in the wilderness. They were battling horses and everything out there, and they must be well prepared. Like, they had to even get to that cabin to play Counter-Strike.
So you mean that they were like mentally toughened up by the time they got there,
obviously.
mentally and physically?
That is obviously the case.
Where was it in Germany that they were? Did they actually mention that? Was it around Cologne or something? Because I don't remember Cologne having any nice castles like that.
I feel like it's got to be further south. It's going to be on like towards the border or something, where some mountain ranges down there. Maybe there are bears and they try and fight them just to try and even play the game.
I feel like that would be more of a, well, yeah, I get you. Okay.
That would be a reality show type concept that I could get behind. You know, fight your way into the wilderness.
Well, they aren't playing against snacks. You know, like I don't know.
We should get him in a challenge. That'd be amazing, wouldn't it? I would absolutely love that. I mean, I don't know. I think it is really, really unpredictable. It's an interesting question because, you know, obviously Chad may have been the worst possible guest to have of all time, just because he had obviously done no preparation at all with his team. But we did see, you know, Izak was showing them some standard smokes on cash. How much can you actually get done in the little time that you have with players that are not yet anyway professional, but obviously who are really hopeful and really sort of want to show their best? I suspect that anything you try and teach these guys, they will put 110% into. Like, they will really, you know, sort of study up on it and play day and night and try and learn all the smokes and grenades that you're teaching them, because why wouldn't they? This is a big chance for them. And if you show yourself to be really good, or even just a little bit good here, it could be interesting. I'm definitely interested to see how it's going to unfold.
Right, yeah, and it looks like the first map is going to be cash, so it's even better, Anders. It is even better. They've got that default smoke prepared on the A site. Izak, he's already trained his troops. They know the battleground. It's going to be sick. I think it's going to be fairly one-sided myself. All right,
do you want to even put a score on it? Are you that confident?
16-8.
16-8?
Yeah, 16-8. They're not going to get totally dumpstered, right? Because the cutoff for a dumpster is 7. So they'll get just out of it, right? On the edge. Like a little trash panda, you know, just like clinging.
Or a trash hero that we've got on screen.
It's his chance to make difference. It's his chance to make the difference.
I'm not so sure. I feel like 8 rounds is nowhere near enough. You've got to give them more than that. Surely they can pull through, but if it turns out to be 16-8, then, you know, you're going to win just a little bit above everyone else. Similar, you know, have the edge there, predicting the scoreline, at least for the first one. Do we know what the second map is? Just a
Mirage.
Curiosity, all right.
It's going to be Mirage, and third map is Overpass if we need it.
That's really odd. I would have predicted that if you took just, you know, a captain and put 4 random people with each one of them, you would get, in every single best of 3, for sure, you'd get Dust 2 as one of the first 2 maps. Just because it's the map that you need the least preparation for in terms of, you know, studying up on tactics and timings and rotations and all the rest of it. Not saying Dust 2 is necessarily that much easier, but I mean, if you just look at what is the most played map in all of matchmaking forever, it's always going to be Dust 2, right?
It's Dust 2. But I would actually say that we're still in like the most played maps categories here. Just because, you know, it's like Cash, Mirage, you know, those are actually kind of like, they've been around for ages.
No, it's true. That I agree with that.
But you're right, there's a more tactical element involved with like Cash and Mirage in particular. It's very heavily.
Yeah, especially
there's
Mirage.
A lot of options on Mirage. So I'd love to actually know who picked what, which team actually, you know, went with which map, just so that we'd actually have a little bit of something to go off of there. But I mean, I could assume that because of what we saw in the video, where they were actually going over a default A smoke strategy, Izak's team, right? That Izak is the team to have gone for Cash, and so maybe we have the Germans going for Mirage, and then Overpass to finish it out. You can have some aggression on Overpass. You can have that puggy play a little bit, right? That can actually work if you want to rely on your oppers. Izak's also said that they have a double op setup on his team, so you can definitely make a double op work on Overpass.
I'm very interested to see how much we're going to be able to recognize from the sort of traditional competitive Counter-Strike, and how much of it is going to be... I mean, we say basic Counter-Strike, but very often when we watch sort of the regular tournaments, we applaud people for doing basic and regular Counter-Strike because it's so effective. Like, any setup. Like if I even see one or two people, you know, flash a teammate in to go take a fight early on, I'll be super excited because even I would say even that stuff doesn't happen nearly enough at the professional level. Like too often people forget about it and it becomes too weird.
And you just saw it there on your screen in case you're wondering why we're failing right now. It's because we have a bit of a technical issue, a little bit of a snafu. Mod, our admin extraordinaire, is on top of that with the player right now, so they're sorting that out as quickly as possible. We'll be able to get into this.
Maybe someone, you know, unplugged their LAN cable or something. Just try and buy some more time, you know.
OG, back to the old school tactics, kicking the PC and stuff like that.
Why not? You know, if it works, maybe it'll put the opponents on tilt a little bit. They're already, you know, they're in the server, they're ready, and then they can't play just yet.
I mean, that would be costly. You know, kicking a PC is like, you know, it's just a little bump. It's not really, you know, falling off anywhere. Those laptops are up on the edge. You know, if you push that off, you're going to do some damage.
Oh, definitely. But look, there is good news. We are going to be ready with it. So let's head into the first map here. It's going to be Cash coming up. And it's a best of 3 here between the 2 captains and their teams, obviously, Zonixx and Izak. And Cash coming up first. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, here at the ROG Community Challenge. Hope you guys are ready for it. Sam, are you ready?
Yeah, well, I'm curious to see who's going to start on which side here. That's going to be real fun. I would like to start on CT side, Cash, just because it allows you to kind of feel things out a little bit. Get your aim in before you go over onto the T side and start to dictate the play and get your things going. And, well, it looks like Izak will be starting on that CT side.
All right. Well, they are going to get that wish of yours. They're going to have just one set of utilities. That's Izak. I like that. That's definitely a team captain sort of feel. He's the one going for the smoke grenade, going for that diffuse kit. And Stomp is going to be in position. Playing over by the squeak door already. They might have heard that opening, so he might already be compromised. You see Zonixx, the opposing captain, on the other side, ready and waiting, and Glock in hand, and that's going to be an easy kill on Stomp. He read that, or he heard it already. Going to leave a lot of trouble for the remaining CT here on A-bomb side.
I think we're going to see a lot of puggy elements like this, where you're going for late squeak pushes, where you could get figured out fairly quickly. One thing, though, Zonixx, they're showing just a little bit of hesitation. It might work out for him, though, as they catch, what, Luli Guzman?
Let's just call him Guzman for now.
Yeah.
I feel like that makes sense. I'm Sand going down, and that was actually, getting the kill on Izak. So now it's a 1-on-5. The terrorist team coming out way on top here. Trash Hero getting a kill on Nex, and that leaves Lei just in a 1-on-5. And there's not much that can be done right now. In fact, I'd almost prefer it, even though it's a bit sad, to try and save the armor just for the next round. Why not? He's going to be going down, and that's just a good start. I think that squeak door being opened was just close enough that it was heard. And after it was heard, it ended up in a position where it was easy enough for Zonixx to wait around and get that kill. So a pretty good start here for Team Zonixx.
Yeah, they get that T start, and that was, it was just patient play. Kind of curious to see how it would have played out had they actually rushed it. Not really let Luli Guzman get back in position or go for the reload. There was a moment there with Luli Guzman, if he'd have started clicking heads, it could have made the difference. But Zonixx, they were able to just persist and take over the site. Moon is going to catch Luli, kind of going for a peek into A main. So an information play there from Izak, trying to figure out if the T side were going to be moving over towards that A site. But look at how passively they're playing this right now. Trash Hero, free kill on Le. And he can get the follow-up as well if he actually figures out that Nex is around the corner here.
Nex in a good position, though. That P250 close range, especially hiding in this corner. People sometimes forget to check it. It could be nice if they could pick up a couple of kills in this round. Actually, a bit of an aggressive push coming out from Izak as well. He's trying to see if he can maybe bring his team just one kill, but they're falling back just in time. Next here, are they setting up to check the corner? There it is, but he's going to pick up the one kill, gets the second one, looking for a third as well. If only he could pick up a gun somewhere or get some backup, but they're all miles away. Next is going to be going down, but Izak is there. The aggressive push working out. That's a second kill. The bomb is dropped as well, and now it's Zonixx in a 1-on-2. He's going to pick up the one kill. AK's out. They're missing the tap a little bit, trying to reload right in the face of Stomp. So this is a very, very tense 1-on-1. Zonixx going to pick up the bomb and try and make a run for it with 30 seconds left.
Nice fadeaway HE there. But you're right, 25 seconds. He has to hightail it, but he's going to have plenty of time. If he holds knife out, he knows where Stomp is. He knows that Stomp isn't going to be in position in time unless that was some mad kind of play. And already pre-aiming truck in case Stomp was actually rotated to CT. But it's not going to happen, and Zonixx will get a free plant out of this. And now he has every advantage to hold this off. Stomp is not going to have any idea where he's playing from. And Zonixx actually going for the challenge towards CT truck. Putting himself really far out there, in fact.
But the real problem is his health right now. He's got 23 health, sorry, 33, yeah, but it's still one deagle shot away from death, right? Even a body shot will take him out right now, so that's going to be a bit of an issue with no kit on Stomp and also no armor. He has to hit the shot right away. He realizes where Sonic is. Now is the time, and there it is, straight to the body, and I think he might have just enough time for the defuse as well. So that's a round that they had really almost nothing in, but based on the double kill for Nex and then the aggressive push from Izak, and they're going to bring it right back in the second round.
Second round win. You got to give it to Izak as well. He got 2 big kills there when he rotated in with that CZ75 doing a lot of damage. And, well, that's just the power of Nex in this sort of position. 2 kills. I am saying, sadly for him, he was so low on HP that was a really easy kill there for Nex. But after this is the one that makes all the difference for Izak. Even if he goes down afterwards, still huge plays coming in here for Team Izak. And, well, Team Zonixx now, they're going to get a little rattled. But that's not going to stop them from going for the force buy. 2 rifles, 3 pistols, handful of nades to work with here going into the next round.
Yeah, and they should buy after a situation like that. You know, it's down to a one-on-one, and they got the bomb plant. There's no reason not to do it. Nice shot for Moon. Going to be taking down the captain of the CT team here, Izak, already going down. Means he's got more time to talk to his teammates, but less time to shoot people.
Yeah, I gotta get those stats, right? It's all about the stats game. Not gonna happen this time, however. And, well, Stomp still waiting. Not quite gonna find anybody just yet. Zonixx really pacing themselves. They do have quite a few grenades still to work with. 4 smokes, in fact, so they can really do exactly what they want, which is going to be the rotate over towards the B side. It's just a lot of the run and gun behind the Tech 9s. As soon as the smoke clears, Nex is going to be in for a bit of a wild time over here.
Yeah, this is a position that later on is going to be super dangerous to hold, but because he knows pretty much they don't have any Molotovs, it's not such a bad position right now to be in. He's going to be taking down Moon already while the bomb is being planted for Squeak, or for, if not for Squeak, but Checkered, which they don't even control yet, so that's a bit weird. Next, still trying to stay alive, but he's going to go down to I Am Sand. That means it's a 4-on-3 now. The bomb is ticking away, and they have that check and control now on the Zonixx team. They need to hold it.
They have no nades, really, though, to speak of. A single smoke and a single flash. Flash is completely ineffective. Trash here are going to be able to shoot Lay in the back. And while this is setting it up nicely here for the hold, Zonixx, another round coming right back into it. And this is what I expect to see out of these games. It's just tit for tat back and forth, because you really aren't going to have the polish that we expect to see out of, you know, semi-pro teams or pro teams. This is like a pug sort of scenario, and so a lot of this is just going to come down to fundamental CS. You know, do you have good comms? Are you able to get a good follow-up on your positioning? Yeah, and I mean, I think what really underscored that round for the CT side is the fact that even though Nex was doing a pretty good job defending Checkered, there was no one there to help him early on. He got the first kill, but there were still people coming in from middle. Now it's a bit of a weird trade, including a team kill in the middle. Moon gets taken down by Druin, and that is obviously not the best way to get into the 4th round here. Zonixx now in a 2-on-4. Yeah, I'm saying he's going to have a bit of a tough time here, sadly, for himself. And I mean, the bomb is dropped as well, and it looks like Izak, they managed to figure that out as well. Did they actually spot it? They did leave a man behind on HUD, exactly. Lily Guzman is hanging out around over by main, but still, this is such a strong position now for Izak. I mean, they have 2 rifles now, the 2 pistols as well to back it up. Minute left on the clock, and Drevin and I'm San already taking quite a bit of damage. So what exactly do you do right now if you're Team Zonixx? You cannot seem to handle these anti-eco situations effectively. I think that's going to be the biggest thing holding you back going forward in this map is, all right, you have to actually be able to win, decisively win these rounds where you have the rifles.
See Druin trying his best to check all the angles there, keeping his crosshair in a reasonable position. Stomp spots them out, though, and that's good information, and he's waiting for them to walk into the crossfire, and that will be a pretty easy kill on 1. And I Am San 1 versus 4 here. Long-range AK spray. Still going to be going down at the end, so that will tie it back up at 2-2.
All right, good work, good work. Quick mid-control, though. I do like that coming in from Zonixx. He's trying to change it up. They're showing that they've got some depth as far as how they want to approach it. Zonixx doing a lot of talking, but when this is one thing on the T side that you're going to want to do. You're going to want to try and play those kind of passive styles, and you're also going to want to show that you can go aggressive as well. And in that round, that last round, in the 4th, they chose to go aggressive mid, and they got slapped. They did go for the smoke wall, though. I do like that.
Oh, what a grenade outside of B that dropped 2 people down to half HP. That's just very effective. And it's just a standard HE grenade, but that's a jumping Tech 9 shot from Druin. That's going to bring it back and knock out Neeks out of the round, or Nex out of the round. And Lay inside of the bomb site. Zonixx getting a kill on Nisaku. That's a very good start. And there's a headshot Deagle as well onto Lei. That's just a whole round broken wide open for Team Zonixx. It seems to have more success right now going to the B bomb site than anywhere else.
And also when they have pistols.
Yeah.
Like, what is this? Both teams struggling with the anti-eco scenario right now, basically. Because this looks like Isaac's team now, who are going to have to give it up. They do manage to find, nice save there by Stomp. He does find that Colt, so he's going to be able to back off with the M4. And Lily Guzman's got that AK as well. Got to give it to Sand, though. He's leading the way. Zonixx and Trash Hero and Moon, I mean, very even across the board here for Zonixx, apart from Trevin. But even then, his teammates are doing a lot of work. Nex and Izak are the ones who are getting a lot of the kills for Team Izak right now, though. Glad to see that Izak is able to find some of those kills. Now they just need to deal with this anti-eco debacle.
See, I mean, right now, I want them to play this round very slowly on the Zonixx side. I think they need to anticipate that there's probably going to be some crazy play coming out of the CT side here. Just make sure they can win this round, and then they should be not quite safe in the first half, but at least they'll have some sort of foundation to build something off of. They're up against... Oh, that's actually more utility than I thought on Isaac's team here. Thought they had fewer grenades, but yeah, here comes the aggressive push. Trash Hero, he's ready for it, but that AK, not so easy to control, and he's going to be going down. Another pistol kill coming through. He should have spotted, I think, 2 or maybe more. If he heard all 3 people there, then they should do a quick rotation to A as soon as he goes down.
Yeah. Well, actually, I mean, it's a bit of a lucky break for Izak that he gets that kill. His teammates weren't really in position to trade frag for him. Stomp is going to find a kill on Trevin and A main, so there's another big kill coming Isaac's way. This could really set it up here for Isaac's team to tie it up 3-3. Shots there. Zonixx going to find one to bring it back, however, but Izak was already tagged, so this isn't a big loss for Izak. So long as they keep their cool, they still have a handful of nades to work with. They have the man advantage, and well, they're just going to go ahead and take the fight to him. No respect. Perfectly timed flash into A main, gets the pick, and Moon is going to be the last one alive here for Team Zonixx, but not for long. Luna Guzman going to put him out of his misery. Well, yeah, these forced buy, like, it's just forced buy scenarios right now that are really seem to be the advantage. So at this point, throw away the rifles, keep the pistols, and just go to town with that.
Yeah, and I mean, I think this is what we were talking about with how much preparation and how much of a team is it going to be. Because I think Trash Hero was holding outside of B, when he goes down to that aggressive rush early on to the C set, the first kill that happens, when he's out of the round, they've got to react to that fairly quickly, or at least some kind of communication is going to be going on, and everyone else just kind of stood still after that. You know, everyone's thinking, right, well, now what? We're in a 4-on-5, and that's not quite good enough. Another team kill coming in. Not exactly what they need, but it makes it fair. It's a 4-on-4.
I think that's Drevin's second team kill so far this half as well. So that's really kind of painful for him. He's trying desperately to get those kills on the board right now, and it isn't working out. I like the timing for the counter boost to come through here. However, he's going to catch them line up. Nice 3 kills for Le. Trash Hero will take out Neeks in the meantime, but now they know where Trash Hero's coming from, and that bomb, he can't actually pick it up. What a nightmare for Trash.
And Lei has been very quiet in this game so far, but picking up that triple and now going for the quad. He's not quite going to be able to do it. Will get taken out, but an easy headshot from Lily Guzman. I have to say, though, that was actually just, it wasn't just that it was the triple, it was the crouch walking while continuing the spray. That was just very effective. So, yeah, pretty good read on his part that he realized there was more than one person there.
Big
just continues.
Shots. Big shots. I like it. I like it. Well, that actually, I mean, that's what? Izak putting 2 rounds on the board in a row. Kind of important, Anders. What usually happens when you win 2 rounds? What does the other team do?
Eco. And this time, just a single flashbang here. Zonixx, the captain, setting it up for his team. Or just letting them walk in first to the blender there with the AK on the other side. But still, the flashbang is a really good idea. A good touch to it. And Zonixx on the other side, not really much that he can do at all. He's trapped in the corner. Not connecting with the deagle shots, but there are more people coming. Oh, they're going to go for the knife. That's a nice touch. And they even said in the interview, didn't they? The one thing that can screw this up for us is if we get overconfident. Here they are already trying to knife people, Semler. What is this?
I do love that, though. They have respect for each other. They let him try to get that ace. They didn't rush him down until Lily Guzman was probably like, all right, whatever. But, like,
that's true, but I'm
they gave
worried
him
about
the
the
chance.
knife.
They gave him the chance to get the ace.
It's like they prophesize themselves what could ruin the team, and then they go and do it in the 8th round. They didn't even wait for the half to be over. They were already like, all right, what was the thing that could ruin it? Overconfidence. All right, let's try and have this guy right here. Dangerous way to get started. But we're in the 9th round here, and it's a 5-3 scoreline. We see a boost going on in the middle. Next going to be up on top, and an attempted boost on the other side. Going to get shut down, and oh, Zonixx actually getting that kill, in spite of the fact that that was actually a quality decision from Next to fall back from the boost immediately. He could have tried to fight even more, but he just sort of tried to fall back as soon as he can. That's a good idea, but got caught by Zonixx.
Where is the next shot coming from? That's what I'm wondering. Now they've just got it on lockdown, Zonixx. They're just waiting. It's turned into the patience game here. Who's going to make the first mistake? And well, a double boost into mid, or it's just a single? Looks like it's just a single boost into mid. So it's Zonixx who's going to be that flanker. The rest of his team are going to go for the big push onto the A site. Zonixx looking to find a kill, and he's going to take down Izak. Little does he know, however, there's a second man in mid. That's Le. So Le can try and provide support up short very quickly here.
Yeah, they were actually playing a retake on the A-bomb side here for the CT side. Le coming in with a big kill on Moon. That's going to be important. Trash Hero dropping low. That grenade could end him, but it's not quite going to catch him. Down to 11 health, in fact, and at least the bomb is down, and it is a 3-on-3. Spray comes through. Zonixx going to pick it up. That's a big kill here. 3rd of the round for him, going for a quad kill. He's going to pick it up as well. Now it's just Stomp left. Zonixx, if that had been a headshot, it would have been the ace. Great way to get back in the game if your captain picks that up, but Stomp is going to take him down, and now it's a one-on-one Trash Hero on the other side, and the bomb is ticking away. He does have a defuse kit, but if he misses a shot with his AWP, he's going to be gone, so great choice to pick up the AK, but he can't get the angle right. Trash Hero walking up practically under his feet, and that's going to be Zonixx winning the round.
He gets stomped.
That's true.
Boom! And I love it because I've been watching Sarah practice that shot, like this shot that you're seeing right now, for like the past 40 seconds. And then it is Trash Hero that actually clutches it, so it works out. Perfect shot. Mad points. Boom. I love the attention to detail.
So what do you think? Now, 4-5? I mean, if this trend continues, it's going to work out better for the T side, I reckon. Just because they've got a better economy. They don't need as many rounds on the T side to begin with. Next, good defense being put up late as well. They're trying to get in here, Team Zonixx, but they're getting decimated. Druin left, and he's going to be going down. It's a flawless round.
Yeah, excellent. That's how you have to hold it. Now they're starting to get the wind in their sails. Izak, you know, they had a little bit of a bump there where there was exactly a 3-round streak, but then they lost one. Now they come right back into it, and this puts Zonixx right back at square one, despite his best effort. And that's the one thing that kind of worries me a little bit here, Anders, is you can't always count on one player to get you a quad kill, nearly an ace, you know, in every round where your team, they're going to win, right? You can't count on that happening every single time. So the rest of his teammates need to be stepping up here if they want to have a chance. Yee! Get out!
Ooh, almost shooting his teammate in the back, but works out just fine. Izak picking up a couple of kills. Zonixx will find him eventually, and Zonixx a little bit paranoid with the Glock. Trash Hero going to pick up that from us. They're doing pretty good damage right now, but winning the round is going to be difficult even.
Oof, that nade combo. Left finds the shot, but these guys are doing nuts damage with Glocks. This is insane. Trevin, he nearly finds the kill on Luli Guzman, but Luli is able to make it back to MBK, and that pretty much resets the situation, diffuses it. Next rather, long range with CZ there to pick up the last kill. 7-4. The lead right now is lengthening, is becoming more solid here for Izak's team. Whereas Zonixx, the pressure mounts. Do they have the system though, Anders, right? The fabled, you know, German system. Is it possible for them to figure it out in time, or is it going to be too late?
Yeah, I mean, they are slightly running out of time here. And the other thing we do have to remember as well, a lot of the time if you're playing with a less routine team, it can actually be kind of difficult to play the CT sides. Like it doesn't seem like it should be possible because you think, well, everyone is just holding their own position, and as long as you do that fairly well, it's all right. But the problem occurs once you lose somewhere, you know, you lose a position on the map, someone has to rotate to cover it, and that can be very difficult to try and get down right. So yeah, the map balance can change a bit when you're not dealing with sort of professional teams, as it were. Next, looking in the middle here, and Stomp has also got an AWP, so double setup here on CT side Cash.
That's what they were talking about, right?
Yeah.
Izak mentioned it, the fact that they do have this double AWP. They can fall back on this when they need to. Drevin, he is holding close, though. With the Tech 9, he could actually catch them off guard. Les got the rifle, though, and instant headshot, and he even spots out the man in Link.
Oh, and he puts up the smoke, but it's a second too late. Moon not quite ready to wait for it, and he ends up going down, so still a 4-on-4 here. Grenade gonna bounce back into the corner, and Trash Hero, the one to take a bit of damage. Izak now alone, his team pretty far away. Nex is up on top, and no one put a smoke up there. That's a big mistake. They're gonna get the kill on Izak. Nex still trying to make this work with the AWP. He's already got the double kill, and they're gonna walk right under that crosshair with the bomb, trying to move up, stop going down. I'm San, gotta be very careful here. They don't end up losing the bomb or losing the plant.
What a shame he messes up his Molotov. That would have forced them out in the open. Maybe they could have done something there, but instead, he's kind of leaving it where Nex is going to find one kill, but he does get traded. Lily Guzman, however, still alive, and now he has the information. He knows where both players are coming from. Unfortunately for him, he isn't able to find the shots. Drevin there, long range with the Tech 9. 3 kills in the round for Drevin, and the first one, I got to say, was brilliant. That flick Tech 9 headshot really opened things up in mid, allowed for them to try and collapse onto that B site in the end and wind up over there.
Yeah, that's not bad at all, and I think probably good news for him. He was having a bit of a tough time, and he had a couple of kills, teammates that he killed every once in a while. So it's nice to get a good round in where you feel like you did something right, and even probably won your team around there. So 7-5 is the overall scoreline here. And again, Izak's team, they're low on utility, and when they are, they tend to go for an aggressive push. But this time, Trash Hero is ready for it. He's going to take down Lei. That's a good start.
Izak, though, again with the CZ. Doesn't matter what range this guy's at either with the CZ. He finds kills. So consistent with this pistol. So again, we're in these kinds of forced situations, and so far Izak's team has been doing pretty good with it, where they've been able to catch Zonixx off guard in these anti-ecos.
They got to be careful they don't walk into one of these AWPs that can still be lethal for them. It's a 4-on-4 with just over a minute left. They're gravitating towards the A side of the map. We have a strong setup here already. Izak in the back line doing more work, picking up the AK. Gonna go for the spray. He gets taken out, but still a favorable position for his team. Trash Hero, though, random spray through the smoke, takes down Lily Guzman, and now 2-on-2. The 2 AWPs trying to retake the bomb site. That could be dangerous.
Yeah, this is that situation you're always talking about, unless they go and peek you. So I'm San gonna give a free kill over. Not sure if they figured out where Trash Hero is playing from, but he's right behind the smoke, and so he's going to get spotted out in a moment here. He seems to realize, however, that Nex is working his way in. Does he know, however, that Stomp is right on the other side? Yes, he does. Easy clutch. Again, the clutch coming up here for Trash.
Yeah, really, really good game awareness there. I was worried that he was not just hiding inside of the smoke, but right on the edge of it. That could be dangerous. It worked out just fine. In fact, especially the second kill in that 1v2 was really good. Just read the situation very well. That can be difficult, you can lose your orientation very easily when you walk through smoke like that. He was obviously on point with it. So 7-6 is going to be the scoreline here. And look at the money again. Saku's team not looking too good.
It's kind of what we expected to see, though, right, Anders? Like back and forth, tit for tat. Just like at the beginning of the half now, Izak, they're starting to run into a little bit of a roadblock, and it's definitely slowing them down, allowing for Zonixx to catch up 7-6. Izak in the lead, but Zonixx with the guns. Although I say that, Nex gets counter boosted up, and now he's got an AK to play with. They can even outflank the man coming in through Squeak. Has he shown himself yet? Yes, he has. Doing a good job of drawing attention over to himself, at least here, Zonixx. Now he needs to find a kill, and it's not going to happen. A 2-man advantage now, and with Moon showing himself over here in Toxic, Izak are going to rotate an extra man over towards that B site. There's a slim window here for Zonixx to get in here and do something about it.
Whoa, smoke goes down, almost blocks off, but Izak comes in with a kill. Another one for the C-set 75, and a second one as well. He's got 9 bullets left after the reload. He's not even going to man. Next will take one down, and that will make it 8-6. I think what you just saw was Zonixx playing by Squeak like that. Once he sees that there are like 3 or 4 people shooting at him, he probably makes the call right away and says, all right, just go B, go B, go B right now. But the problem is, they're not really at B. They're sort of in the middle, so they have to run to B. And by the time they do that, like too many people have rotated in from the CT side, but it's still a pretty good call. I mean, I was watching the minimap. It happened almost immediately. So I think Zonixx probably made the right call. It's just that by random chance, they weren't in the right position,
Yeah, it just took too long. You're right. So, unfortunate. Lily Guzman, aggressive push into A main as well, while his teammate is spraying into Squeak in case there was some attempt at retaliation. What a shot from I'm Sam, though. Lily Guzman taken out. That's an AK returned back to its rightful owner.
Oh, you see this right here? That's what I was talking about with basic teamwork, right? That was Lathe throwing in a flashbang for Next to go and peek into right outside of B, and that's the sort of stuff that people really should do more. It's not that hard to set up, and if anyone had been there, the result would have been great for them. So more stuff like that. Again here, Trash Hero being flashed in. Gonna try and see if they can continue, but Nexus in the back line, and he lines them up right in front. A quick double kill turned into a triple, and he's got the bomb. That's a round-winning move.
Dude, Nexus a monster. This is nuts. That's the second time he's had such a huge effect from Checkered as well. Earlier in the half, he managed to have pretty much the same result. Just stomping Zonixx into the ground. This is the 15th round as well, last round of the first half. If Izak can come out ahead and get 9 rounds on the board, that's very solid. But Drevin, at the same time, he showed us how dangerous he can be with the Tech 9 just a couple rounds ago. So we'll have to see, especially having to break out the vents. Such a huge warning there, and he's not quite going to be able to find the shot. Or will he? No. There at long range, will find the kill eventually. And that's the end of the first half. 9-6. Izak coming out ahead.
Yes, indeed. And, I mean, you're right. Next has definitely been doing a good job over there. But the added teamwork, I think, is definitely very cool to see. It's, again, it sounds weird when you're praising it because it's something that everybody can literally do. And people don't do it very often. You know, people just forget about it. Even in matchmaking, I mean, it's so easy to. You don't even have to know someone. You just have to turn around and tell them, please, you know, pop me a flashbang, and I'll go take the fight. But people forget about it, and that's a real shame. Now you see Trash Hero set up in the middle here. It's the second half pistol round that's coming up. He's trying to get the blind shots in. They're not quite doing the damage. That means they've got some mid control here for Izak's team.
Oh. All right, driving with the pistols. This guy can do some work. And he's still alive on the side itself. Not quite going to find the last one, though. Lily Guzman, 2 kills for him to open up the A site. There's a quick rotate coming in here from Trash Hero, though. He spots the man going towards A main, so there's some good info for him. And the rotation coming through. Where was the kit dropped, though? Is it on the site itself?
Yeah, I'm not sure we know right now. Izak stolen the USP, but he's still going to be going down. Second kill for Trash Hero. Now they're both locked in behind the box here. That's a real problem, but nice shot coming out of Stomp. Shuts down Zonixx, and now Trash Hero, 1 versus 2. No kit currently picked up. He has to run for it. It's actually in the back line there. We see it, but he's going to have to reload. Out of bullets. He can't even reload. The knife is going to be out. He's going to stab him. He needs another gun, though. Now he's going to try for the Glock instead. He's going full defuse. Stomp is waiting on the other side. Can he get the shot? He can easily. And that will be a double kill for Stomp with a knife kill in the pistol round. What a mad round.
Not this time, Trash. Not this time. You clutched it twice for your team in the first half, but in the pistol here in the second half, you weren't quite able to do it. This is the, I mean, you're just waiting, too. 2 bullets, 1 bullet. And you know he's trying to click there, and you realize it's just a second too late. He's actually out. What does he do with the bonus 1,500, though, in this round? Does he go for the Force? Yeah, he's got a Scout. Okay.
I like that.
Scout second round, and if we show the money real quick, we'll see. Oh, after this shot, perhaps. There's the shot. Spots him. Gonna take the shot. There it is. How much money does he have left, though? Yeah, he still has 1,400 in the bank. This is sick for Trash Hero. It's like a free Scout, basically, that he just won there in the pistol for himself.
Yeah, that can be very, very effective for sure. But Stomp coming in, drew in without the head armor, goes down almost immediately. And that's the A-bomb site lost very, very quickly here. Oh, headshot as well. Scout is gone. And Zonixx, I don't think he should try and fight this. He will anyway, and he ends up going down, but I would have saved that Scout if I could. At all. Things are looking even better now for Zonixx. How's your prediction coming, Sambler? They're not past 8 rounds on the Zonixx side, so you can still make it.
This is where it gets worse, right? If you get rattled, I mean, T-side cash, you can, if your guys are hitting shots, you play aggro A and just run out there every round, or even aggro B if you want, rush B. It's really hard to handle if you're on CT side and you're the one ecoing, right? Look at this. Pistols here. Even with the buy, it's not going to be a fantastic buy for Team Zonixx going into the 19th round. There's a real chance for Izak. If they keep their cool, they can just run right all over him. Although Moon...
I love it.
Man, Moon, come on.
Really?
I love it.
Yeah, this is what it's all about, isn't it? You know, if you're trying to make a name for yourself, this is how you do it.
Yeah, no. Just no.
See how much he wants it? He's gonna run right at him. He trucks him with the taser. That's all he does, but I still think it was worth it. Absolutely worth it.
No.
This is what I'm trying to encourage in the next generation of Counter-Strike players. This is what I want to see.
Secretly, at heart, you were always a COD fan, weren't you?
I am still missing, the run boost taser. That's what we're missing. Just imagine how terrifying it would be.
Anybody ever attempted that? That would be like the biggest gimmick ever.
It'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? Imagine on Dust 2 on Catwalk or something, if you're on the CT side and you just run boost as you hear them coming up the stairwell, and you just fly through the smoke, taser in hand, stab someone in the face. Look, he's like, I could get this guy, but I'm gonna try. He was trying to go all in as well.
Even against the AK, yeah. If it's basically great reaction time there from the man who is entering on B, because you have to be worried about somebody shooting you in the face on the B site. Instead, he actually makes the correct choice. Otherwise, that could have just ended the entire round. Instead, now we go into the buy. Zonixx, or Team Zonixx rather, kind of struggling with the utility. Not a whole lot of grenades to work with here.
A lot of mid presence, if you notice. 3 people currently occupying mid for Zonixx, and then 1 in B and 1 in A. So they're really heavy on that defense, but still a pretty dynamic setup. Druin going to be going down though. Next with a very important early kill.
Sick shot from Nex. That is not easy to hit. And Stomp, just off the angle. He might be able to spot the man over at Sandbags, but he won't this time. So there is an element of chance here involved. I believe that is Zonixx. Yep, Zonixx waiting behind here over at Sandbags. Oh, he's going to get spotted that time. He has to have gotten spotted now. Yep. Stomp knows. So the element of surprise is gone.
Yeah, and they have Molotovs as well, and that's a really big problem if you're in that corner. Zonixx, if they bring that one Molotov from Nex in here, you're going to be in trouble, and there it is. Now he has to move forward. The fire spreading right into the scope of Stomp. That's very good teamwork. I mean, that's a good test to see how much communication is happening on Izak's team, because they actually had 2 Molotovs by the time they realized he was there, so that's almost a free kill if you can just put it down. Trash Hero and I Am San, especially I Am San here, going to get put to the test. He picks up the 1 kill and uses the angle very well. He's going to try and pre-fire it, but it doesn't quite work out. Still, it's a good idea. You know, you get a kill, you fall back to the next angle, try and see if you just repeat the same scenario again and again. But I almost always prefer to not be the guy standing still in the corner. Like, I don't mind if you fall into the corner, that's fine. But just when you think they're going to be there, I would be the guy to strafe into that fight. I think if you're the one taking the initiative, you're almost always gonna be a bit further ahead than if you're just standing still.
Yeah, you're right. Because if they come around that pre-firing,
yeah,
you're doomed.
They're so incredibly hard to get that done. Oh, Trash Hero and Stomp in a weird fight. Stomp almost making it work, but Trash Hero, he's patient right now and not even scoped up. There's the scope. Stomp not quite going to make it work. Trash trying to protect this AWP. That's not going to happen.
Nice.
Yeah, really important kill at the end there.
They saved the AWP.
Yeah, and denied it for Sonic's team. So that's obviously even better at this point, I feel like. They're so far ahead. And apart from some knife shenanigans, they've been keeping it pretty cool. I feel like they're keeping the focus here on Izak's team.
I was almost expecting them in the 19th to just charge, right? But they actually showed exactly how to keep their calm. They could have definitely run in there against the pistols and maybe thrown the round away. Instead, they took their time, used their superior utility and the firepower. Here, it's a little scary, and yeah, Moon will eventually run down Stomp. And Moon gets a follow-up on Izak. That's a big mistake. That's not supposed to happen for Izak. With Izak there, he's supposed to be the one that trade kills, that locks it down. Instead, now they have a chance here, Team Zonixx, to bring it back. Yep.
Wow, Trash Hero, 3rd kill coming in. All them P250 headshots, close range. That's what you want to see. And it's sort of a reversal of roles almost. That's what we saw in the first half. Just a lot of aggression outside of B, and then you get those 2 kills. The rest of the squad just don't know what's happening. They're like, all right,
YOLO.
just try and charge in here. It's a 5-7, sorry, but that's still very impressive.
Yeah, Nex did some work there. He got 1 kill, but that was it. Now, I mean, they still had the money to buy the AWP. Very quick setup here from Izak. Gonna have that smoke down early, and it's just a straight rush onto the A side. I like it a lot here. This is good pace to set. Don't want to let them get comfortable. Good trade kills here as well. Good spacing. Stomp gonna find the kill, but he did have his mates there to back him. And it's a man advantage here going on to the site from Izak. Bomb planted as well. What a turnaround.
Druin hoping to find someone at the edge of the smoke, but they just managed to elude him now. Bomb ticking away. Defense still looking quite good here on the A site for the T side. They've got that bomb. They just need to wait for it. Druin are going to pick up a kill, and Zonixx with a long-range headshot before he goes down, but Druin not realizing where they are, ends up getting dropped. That's 14 rounds for Izak. It's getting close now, Semler.
It is getting close, and I'm curious to see, because this is now going to be that, well, that force by pistol situation here for Team Zonixx. It's a tough scenario to find yourself in where you're really not going to have a whole lot of money to play with. Whereas, yeah, they actually had a couple. Oh, obviously, because they were able to save the rifles in the round before. That makes all the difference. But then you could see Zonixx and I'm saying basically having to go for the Deagle Kevlar. So they still have 3 players who actually have a little bit of firepower here to work with here, Zonixx. It's not over yet. Counter boost or no? No, just aggression coming in here from Trash. But I mean, Trash has to set the pace here. He's the one who's hitting the shots. He's come through in the clutch several times now for Team Zonixx. He's definitely hitting the shots, and so count on this guy. Put him in aggressive positions where he can try and take the fight to Izak.
Wow, they actually walk into B with an AWP and they manage to find that kill on Moon. That's a very hard way to get started. Trash Hero pushed in aggressively in middle, and Stomp comes jumping into the middle. Still picks up that shot. I've seen him earlier trying to sort of bunny jump around the map, which it's not always an indication, but I feel like it is sort of almost like a skill indicator. If you see someone being able to consistently pull off bunny jumps, that's usually a good sign that you're dealing with someone who's got, you know, some fundamentals of how the game works and some of the game mechanics down. Like, it's not a skill that's really easily applicable in any sort of real game scenario, but it still is like an indication that someone is like, they've got some idea of how to play the game, right?
It was always JW that we watched, right? Who just had insane movement. Just bunny jumping all over the place, going for the aggression. I mean, for an AWPer as well, like a sniper, a main sniper as well, to be able to bunny hop and get into these aggro positions quick, it's a good skill to have for sure. Shot. There it is. Nicely done from Nex. And this should be map point, at least. This is a best of 3 here. Next map coming up is going to be Mirage. Oh, interesting. Something's happening with my...
Druin, are you alright? Are you spilling your tea?
Dude, I'm tripping out here. It's like in those movies where it just doesn't stop flowing. Like the blood is coming from somewhere and I don't know where. And it's from between the 2 cups. I've opened up a dimension, like a rift into some, I don't know, liquid sphere. Is
infinite tea coming out? Because I think we can make
Can
money
we
off of
market
that. There's definitely a market in that.
Quick, to England. Let's go to London.
Right now. All right, that's 15-7. That's map point, as you're pointing out here, for Izak's team. And they are doing a really remarkable job. That shot almost killing Trash Hero. Oh, he's trying for it again. It's so incredibly close, but he's not quite there. 23rd round, and Zonixx team going to go for the counter boost into the middle. Actually, they're going to put Trash Hero all the way in, hoping that someone would be in main, but instead they get caught doing it. And look at that trade coming out. AK firing, and as soon as they try and capitalize on it, they're going to get shot down. Now, Zonixx the last one left in a 1-on-5 here, with just a Deagle trapped in the middle. This is not looking good.
Oh, no. Yep, there we go. He's able to pick up 1. 2? No, not going to happen. 15, 16, 7. So they actually did it. They got dumpstered. I was giving them the chance to get out of the dumpster, right? To climb in there, to hang in there, but it didn't happen. Izak's team just too beastly.
You're too much hope, really.
Too much hope.
Well, fair enough. That's a great way to get started, and they didn't get carried away. Izak's team, they managed to, maybe it's down to the captain. Can we give him the credit for it? Managing to rein in the troops and really keep them on the lockdown and make sure they didn't spiral out of control. And in spite of trying to knife Zonixx at one point, they managed to really keep it cool. I like that.
I feel like you know, everybody had a chance to shine. We got a good feel for what the team is capable of here. Basically, because everybody had their moments in each of these rounds. Lily Guzman with the big spray down nearly gets the ace. Stomp towards the end there with the AWP, showing that he's very confident. And I feel like Nex as well, very consistent throughout the game. Yeah. You know, always getting his 1 to 2 kills, just not really, you know, anything super flash just from him. Just consistently picking up kills, which is a very solid strength to have. If you're an in-game leader, you have that player, you can build your strategies around him, right? He's your rock.
No, I definitely agree. And then I mean, also, on the other team, we did have Moon, who tried to taser someone. That was a personal highlight for me. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was
We
impressive.
don't get to see that nearly enough.
Yeah, got to give it to him. Moon. Do you think that they get like the what is it, like the spiritual win? You know, because they managed to get the taser on the map.
The tasering. Yeah, I mean, why not? I would consider that a personal highlight. I would be all right with losing the game if I could just taser someone.
All right, so you guys have heard us talk about it for about half hour now. I'd say that game took. Now let's go ahead and hear what Chad in particular over on the desk has to say about that game. Chad, there's a good chance you might actually run into these guys in the tournament.
The pressure's on you, Chad. Tell us.
How's the pressure on me? I made a
Because he
prediction.
threw it right to you.
Yeah, I know, but the prediction I made was fantastic, based off of absolutely nothing at all.
Yeah.
Anders right now doesn't know what he's talking
How
about.
you feeling, Anders?
I don't know if you can say that. Anders, I still believe in you,
Even a
Father.
broken clock is right twice a day, Chad. I'm not. This doesn't impress me at
This
all.
is the contrariness, right? You know, sometimes it works, and sometimes you seem like brilliant, and then sometimes it's like, well, you know what?
Well, predictions prove how good you are as an analyst, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely, they
As we
are
all know.
definitely.
Go back to Australia.
What was it that Isaac's team did, guys? Because it looked like to me they were just way better formed in terms of like team strategy and like orientation. They were doing executes onto the A site, and they were like really working as a team.
Honestly, I noticed fairly early on when they were playing on the CT side, they had only sort of one person playing B, and as soon as that started to fail and Zonixx proved that, like, I think he figured that out fairly early and he started going B more, and then they just swapped into having two people there, and then when that shut down, there was almost no follow-up, right? I mean, that was just a good reaction from Izak's team, I think.
We're talking about, you know, the best commentator in Poland here, so I mean, guy's got chops. He's watched Virtus Pro.
That's a good point. That's
From
a
the
very
very
good point.
bottom to the very top. You know, he's definitely done his homework. So clearly we're seeing that translated in game.
Yeah, and they will be moving on to map 2 pretty shortly. What can Zonixx's team do to kind of like right the wrongs of that first map, guys?
That's a tough one, because I think the credit, it's not that Zonixx wasn't spot on in this, he was fine. It was adequate, I think is the only way I can put it. Izak came in really prepared, though. Credit goes to Izak rather than the discredit towards Zonixx, because, as said, you saw the adaptation on the B site. It was Neeks was playing there at the start, kind of sitting in the back of checkers. Then Izak himself went over and kind of played on the site and kind of played the supportive role. And the thing that really impressed me was like round 21, something around that mark. Once we really got into it on the T side with the Polish side, they had a really nice, not necessarily the most orthodox A hit coming out as well, like the very deep smoke, cutting off completely, you know, highway. Like this stuff takes a lot of time. It was actually very impressive to watch. So again, I don't know how much Zonixx can do, because clearly Izak has put in a hell of a lot of work with these guys.
Got to keep in mind that was Isaac's pick right there.
Yep.
So Zonixx might have done some
Okay,
work with
I
these
see.
boys on Mirage. But
Hopefully.
Lauren's spot on. You know, they look like they had some good T stuff. They had executes, which I'm surprised to see.
How you feel about your
Chad,
team,
I
Chad?
think, Chad, you're letting the cat out of the bag there
No,
a bit
we're
about your own
letting-
strategies, mate.
no,
So
my
maybe keep
team-
it
freedom.
keep on the wraps.
Freedom is our mantra.
Okay,
Yeah,
aka disorganized, not really leading
Oof.
very well.
Well, look, if he doesn't know what he's doing, the opponent never will.
Not sure the logic quite works out. Maybe it
Perfect
could.
logic.
It could. Chad, did you notice, like Semler pointed out, that Isaac's team figured out where Zonixx was and then kind of adapted based on that, and they could really exploit the fact that him being the strongest player, if they could attack where he wasn't, they were most likely going to have a successful round. Did you see that also?
I think there was a little bit of that, but you know, you don't want to base it around that, because if the other team mixes it up and they do take a gamble, you're just going to run into a trap, basically. You want to have a good idea of how to approach it and then adapt in the middle of the round. I just want to know, because Lauren and I were doing the same thing with our feet. Can I get away with like this? I
You do what you want, Chad.
Okay.
I think that's fine by me. I'm not sure if the people that built this wonderful set, by the way, it is absolutely stunning. I don't